What's up, cool cats and kittens? It's Mr. Ramble coming at you with more science today. What I have here is what you may call a delicious box of Chick-fil-A crispy nuggets. I have also here what you may call a juice pouch of Capri Sun. Also part of my meal is what you may call a banana. What all these things have in common are that they are resources. Resources, by definition, are what organisms need to survive and reproduce. So Mr. Ramble, as an organism, needs his Chick-fil-A, his Capri Sun, his banana, his resources in order to live, in order to grow, in order for the species, us Homo sapiens sapiens, to continue to live in our world today. I know we just came back from spring break, so let's do a quick recap of what we've done so far in terms of our unit in ecosystems and their interactions. We first went through levels of an ecosystem. This includes a habitat, a population, a species, an ecosystem, biosphere, you name it. And we used our organism project in order to determine the interactions between those levels, from the small itty bitty individual level to the huge, humongous, our entire world biosphere level. We moved on to criteria and constraints, which was your zoo exhibit project. Here we covered the goals of an animal and a zoo and what makes it difficult to attain those goals by figuring out the engineering that happens when you're trying to create a space to put an animal in. We also had some really good discussions about ethics in here as well. And we're moving on to resources, the thing that ties all this together. Resources being the thing that makes it difficult to achieve our goals, and also the thing that helps make organisms interact at different levels of an ecosystem. You'll find that today's goals is to define resources and to conceptualize or think about how resources and the lack of resources can affect organisms. One thing you might already notice is that we will have a live Google Meet between 8:35 a.m. and 9 a.m. This will be a time where I will cover our zoo exhibit project and these instructions as well. So take the liberty to either watch this or be here live at 8:35 to 9 a.m. today. First, you're going to watch a YouTube video, a part of a YouTube video between minutes 0 and 1:35 of this concept called the tragedy of the commons. The link is in the description, so make sure that link is working and click it and go ahead and watch up till the minute 35 mark. Feel free to watch the entire video. It's super important, but I'm only requiring you to watch up till the minute 35 to get the base knowledge of resources and how it's related to this thing called the tragedy of the commons. Next, reflect and discuss with your peers. What is a resource in your house or the space you're in right now? What makes it a resource for you? Use the definition of a resource that I gave you in this video. And given that you've identified this thing, whether it be Chick-fil-A nuggets or a Capri Sun pouch or banana, does these resources make the place you're in a habitat for you? And of course, the important question once you've answered that yes or no is why do you think so? After you've given that some thought, make your way to the exit ticket and make sure you complete this by 3:30 today. There are only 2 multiple choice questions on this, so it's easy as possible as long as you follow the directions in this video. And there you have it. Recap, we went over resources together and also mentioned that there is a live Google Meet at 8:35 to 9 a.m. tomorrow, right before your ELA and right after history. Oh, and before I forget, a lot of you have been asking about extra credits, so I made sure to make an extra credit quiz up here. It will be on today's announcements as well. Extra credit quiz. I asked you to watch the entire video of Tragedy of Commons and an additional video. And there are 2 open-ended questions, both worth 5 points each. I also require a minimum of 5 sentences in each of those responses, and make sure you don't copy and paste. Now, that's not a good way to show that you understand what this concept of the tragedy common is and what this other video talks about. And there you have it, cool cats and kittens. Make sure if you have any questions to reach out to me during office hours. That's the only time I can respond to you. And other than that, I hope you have a good rest of your day.